Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
And welcome to our first 10 o'clock show in our new downtown studio. And we're talking weather. We saw our first hint of winter weather on Friday, but there's more snow on the way.
That's right. Let's send it over to David Payne in the Bob Mills Weather Center. And David, I know you just looked over the latest data.
Yeah, and you know what? Some Oklahomans will get a thumping of snow tomorrow. And for some Oklahomans, it's going to look like this tomorrow, right? It's going to be heavy snow. Winter storm, yes, will bear down upon Oklahoma, while others, don't see that much. But for some of us, it's game on. All right, so traveler's advisory for all the counties in orange. That includes Oklahoma City. Look out to the west now. Winter storm watch now coming into the southwest metro across western Oklahoma. This is where, I'll tell you this much, that's where the bullseye is going to set up. More on that coming up here in just a minute. Temperatures here at 10 o'clock. We have upper 30s and low 40s. How about a 37 in Ponca City? 40 right here in Oklahoma City, some upper 30s in the west. But all in all, Oklahoma, it looks good right now. Cloud cover beginning to increase just a bit. And here it comes, a bowling ball of energy in the jet stream here, ripping from the west to east. It's going to go right across Oklahoma. It'll be here just long enough, not that long, but just long enough to give us, we're talking about snow. And for some of us, it will be heavy. Take a look at it here as it comes in from the west, starts out west. Late tonight and really tomorrow morning, it'll make its way gradually off to the east. So who sees a winter storm while others will not? But some of us, again, it's hammer time mode. How much snow? Again, where's that bullseye? Who sees up to 6 inches of snow? And who lets out early? Talking about the schools and who cancels schools. I have that forecast as well. Coming up. Guys, back to you.
David, thanks. With winter weather expected across the state tomorrow, ODOT says crews are on standby and ready to respond.
Colby Thielen spoke with the department about how it's preparing ahead of this winter event. Colby?
Amanda, Carl, the snowfall we got on Friday was enough for our photographer Dylan Rouse to make this very snowball right here. ODOT hopes that it was enough to get drivers winter weather aware. The department says it certainly is. Rigid steel. Great for plowing snow, but for those behind the plow.
Well, I think probably the #1 key is to remain flexible.
Brenda Perry-Clark with ODOT says crews are watching closely.
We do have crews that are standing by and ready to start working around the clock once they do get called out, depending on when the precipitation starts and accumulation starts.
Especially out west, where it's expected to fall the hardest. Thousands of pounds of salt brine ready to be dispersed.
How a storm comes in helps us to make decisions on if pre-treatment will be a good option or not. Sometimes when storms come in with a lot of moisture and rain in the beginning, it's not always a good idea to pre-treat.
This time, ODOT believes it may not be.
Right now, it's not looking very favorable to be able to pre-treat.
But favorable to prepare, both crews and drivers alike.
We have to be able to maneuver pretty quickly.
And while you're over downloading that News 9 weather app, you can also check out Drive Oklahoma. It's ODOT's official app. It's got current road conditions, it's got maps, resources to check out before you head out. In downtown Oklahoma City, Colby Thielen, Oklahoma's own News 9.
That snowball was saved for a few days just for that moment right there. All right, Colby, thank you. More now on that app. If you download that News 9 weather app, you can watch us live. You can also get weather updates based on your location.
In other news, a man is hospitalized after being shot in southwest Oklahoma City. This was the scene near Southwest 59th and May, about 4 o'clock. The man was rushed to the hospital. No word yet on his condition or a suspect. 11 weeks after a Metro man vanished from his Forest Park home, his mother continues the desperate search for her son.
Jeremy Reagan's truck was found abandoned at the Lexington Wildlife Preserve in August. News 9's Sylvia Corkill joining us now from OSBI with his mother's plea.
Last week, an OSBI spokesperson told me there were no new developments in the case. Frustrating news for Jeremy's family.
They've had the case for 10 weeks. And I don't feel like we're any closer to finding my son than we were day one.
Since late August, Jeremy's family has spent nearly every weekend driving from out of state to the Lexington Wildlife Preserve, where his pickup was recovered in Cleveland County, a place the survivalist was known to spend countless hours.
It literally consumes me at every moment. I've had a rough few days. I've done nothing but cry for days.
The initial search efforts tapering off now, limited to Jeremy's loved ones.
Everybody else may have forgotten he's missing, but I have not, and we have not. Everybody goes on with their lives, and I can't.
Jeremy's mother's desperation growing with each passing season.
And now it's winter, and it's cold. But I will keep going out there as long as they'll let me in the gate.
With no signs of Jeremy recovered from these woods, his mother questions if he's still here.
If my son walked away from his life, I still want to find him and see, as long as I know he's okay. If my son is dead in those woods, I just want him home.
If you have any information about this case, contact OSBI. From OSBI headquarters, Sylvia Corkill, Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Sylvia, thanks. Now to Cleveland County, where a 17-year-old is fighting for her life after a fiery crash. Highway Patrol says a packed car was driving near Lexington just before 5 a.m. when the driver veered off the road and hit a fence and rolled before catching fire. The other passengers were checked out and released. Troopers say the driver was sleep deprived when the crash happened.
A key person of interest in the brutal deaths of 4 Okmulgee men is back in Oklahoma tonight. Joe Kennedy is wanted for questioning in the shooting and dismemberments of Mark and Billy Chastain, Mike Sparks, and Alex Stevens. Kennedy was arrested in Florida for driving a stolen car out of Okmulgee.
Up next, a local studio is highlighting the hard work put into the Tulsa King, the TV show. Just how many local jobs were created for the show after the break.
Nature's got something rare coming our way for winter. I'm David Payne. I'll show you what's around the corner and also show you our brand new weather center, the largest in the country. See how it benefits you. Join me for my winter weather forecast Wednesday night at 10 on News 9.
And so many people today feel like they're being cheated, right? They're only hearing one side. There's so much out there, right? And people aren't sure what to believe. And so I think that's our job. That's our job as journalists, to give people all the information, and you make the choice that you think's right for you and your family.
David Stanley Dodge. Want some jingle in your pocket for the holidays? How about 18,000 cash back on Ram Crew Cab? Tired of 18 to 21% on credit cards? Pay them off with your 18 grand. Tag, title, and tax included. No payments for 6 months. Selection? We have it. See over 400 new in stock. All discounted. Plus, we'll beat any trade offer by $1,500. One location. David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge across from Tinker in Midwest City. Black Friday sales event.
Looking to get engaged but not sure what you can afford? Credit Jewelry can help you get them the ring they deserve, but at a fraction of the price today. With 0 interest, 0 down, and low monthly payments. Credit Jewelry, giving Oklahomans the engagement rings they deserve.
Game begin.
For a limited time, get an extra boost with 8 weeks of free patches, gum, or lozenges. Defeat tobacco cravings with the Oklahoma Tobacco Helpline.
At A+ Door and Gate Services, you can trust our tried and true professionals to quickly and reliably replace or repair your garage doors, gates, or other related equipment. Give A+ Door and Gate Services a call today to learn more.
They're heroes, regular people who do extraordinary things. Let's celebrate them. Every month, we'll honor someone with $500. Nominate today.
Honor hometown heroes with Quail Creek Bank and Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Experience the extraordinary taste and health benefits of our ultra-premium extra virgin olive oils and aged balsamic vinegars at the Oil Tree. And make every aspect of your meal perfect. The Oil Tree.
Hey dude, Teeners Western Outfitters has outfitted the American cowboy and Oklahoma working man since 1930, offering the best in Western fashion, accessories, and boots for the whole family. But even when you need to kick off your boots, Teeners still has what you need. Hey dudes, cool, comfortable, affordable. Come in today to check out the wide selection of Hey Dudes at Teeners Western Outfitters.
For breaking news, we're here to let you know. Extraordinary coverage on Oklahoma's Own News 9.
Reserve Studios had their premiere party for the new Paramount series, The Tulsa King, starring Sylvester Stallone. Our new neighbors highlighting the hard work put into that show. 1,000 local crew members and more than 3,000 local actors and extras working to make the show a success.
And now taking a live look outside from our Pike Pass Skycam network. Downtown OKC could look a little different this time tomorrow. We'll check back in with David for his snow forecast after the break.
And next, looking back on the building that holds our future. We're diving into the history of 100 West Main.
Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away. Get 0% APR on the 2023 Tucson or Santa Fe, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Everybody does things differently during the day. But at night, there's one thing we can all do. Go to bed earlier for better sleep and more energy for the day ahead. When you commit to your craft, you can accomplish big things. MidFirst Bank supports you along the way, so you can focus on your next step and remain true to the future you want to build for yourself. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
It's the Bob Mills Veterans Day Salute to honor past and present military heroes. Come to Bob Mills Furniture November 10th through the 13th and receive an American flag to show that you are a special guest. That American flag allows you to get 20% of your entire purchase and additional furniture free. So from November 10th through the 13th, we'll support and salute you with 20% additional furniture free during the Bob Mills Veterans Day Salute.
Are you kidding me? How can I get these hoses fixed?
Here at Hal Rubber, we could be your hose supplier.
Oh, come on. How am I going to get this pipe replaced?
We have pipe from 1/4 inch to 4 inch, black pipe and galvanized in stock.
Hal Rubber out-hosing the competition. You're a champion of multiple fantasy leagues. Your dominant reign is unprecedented. To watch over this dynastic empire, you scored a TV that's unbeatable in every measurable visual category. The only thing that can hand this fancy TV a bitter defeat? Bad internet.
Did you see that?
Get good internet with Cox, Oklahoma's fastest internet speeds. Because good things deserve good internet.
Rag & Bone, New York at Gordon Stewart. Modern, urban, effortless. Timeless pieces with an elevated aesthetic. Worn anytime and anywhere. Gordon Stewart, where shopping is fun again.
Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away. Get 0% APR on the 2023 Sonata or Elantra, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
This is Oklahoma's own News 9.
News 9's big move to this new studio here in downtown OKC is adding a new page to the history of this storied building.
Now, we went digging through the archives to learn more about our new home and the downtown renaissance of which News 9 is now part of. 100 West Main, an address full of history lessons.
Often called urban renewal.
And lessons learned.
City, this photo is from 1947.
Librarian Judy Matthews.
But there's the criterion.
Shows us the old buildings.
This is the Baum building.
Most any city would be proud to preserve.
And it's hard to know why things like the Cold Court and the First National State and other things were taken.
Old buildings that used to be on our downtown block. Before those sentimental feelings faded in the 60s and 70s, and the structures were flattened.
What Oklahoma City did was that we took urban renewal to an extreme scale.
At 100 West Main, this model would be realized.
And you see the write-ups in the paper really pulling from the history, saying the oldest block in the city is now the newest.
The Sheraton Hotel was built in 1977, and our building, the Century Center, opened 2 years later as a shopping mall.
So we have a stock brokerage, an art gallery and gift shop. FAO Schwartz was in there. So they start to think, well, how can we emulate the suburban experience and draw people back downtown?
But the Century Center never turned into a citywide draw.
So I don't want to say it did not work or it wasn't successful at any level, but the number of tenants and the enthusiasm from citizens never met expectations.
How much is this going to change inside here?
This pretty much got it.
News 9 archives from 1990 show a plan to turn the Century Center into conference space for the Sheraton Hotel. That idea never materialized.
We now know that that's not what people want from a city core experience.
By the early 2000s, only the OKC Convention Center and Visitors Bureau was a tenant. But now, downtown Oklahoma City is awake from its decades-long nap. The Century Center is now home to the Oklahoman, the YMCA, 2 restaurants, SSM Health, and more than 40 years after opening, Griffin Media and News 9. We are, of course, excited about this move.
Oh, yeah.
Great. And a little bit worried about the new commute here tomorrow.
I think some parents, too, are a little concerned about school tomorrow. Just checked, and so far, only one small school district is going virtual tomorrow, but none of the big districts yet.
Here's the deal. Schools will be let out early. Okay. That'll be across western and southwestern Oklahoma. The snow will be that heavy. So they'll, one of those deals, they go to school, but by noon and shortly thereafter, the snow's heavy enough that we're probably going to let schools out early. That won't be the case in Oklahoma City, I don't think. Okay. But we might have some delays or, slick spots or whatever coming up as we get into Tuesday morning. So anyway, a lot going on, right?
Yeah,
and by the way, look at this, right?
Yeah.
If you don't like that, something's wrong with you.
It looks great.
This is part of the new weather set, the biggest weather set in the country, right here at News 9.
Love it.
Love it. All right, let's take a look at it. And again, boom, we're talking about traveler's advisory in effect for the counties in orange. That does include Oklahoma City. Look at the bullseye, though. We've been talking about where the heavy snow would be the last couple of days. Western, southwestern Oklahoma, winter storm watch. To get that, you got to have anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 inches of snow. And again, if you've seen my forecast map for my snow totals, this is where we've had that bullseye across the west and southwest. So either way, there's going to be a big thumping of snow here in Oklahoma City. Yeah, we're going to get some snow. It's going to be a beautiful snow. We're talking about big flakes. There's not a whole lot of wind. It's going to be pretty to watch. But if you live into western or southwestern Oklahoma, you're going to get a lot more. 40 degrees in Oklahoma City, a southeast wind now at 15. Beautiful shot of downtown, part of our Pike Pass Skycam network here on a Sunday evening. Dew points are running in the upper 20s. The pressure this hour, it is on the rise. So right now we have a 36 in El Reno. There you go. Cooling off. 40 in Jones, 39 in Shawnee, 39 over in Seminole, and how about a 40 in Holdenville and Wewoka. The rest of Oklahoma, upper 30s to near 40. You're thinking, it's not cold enough for snow. It will become colder tomorrow, all right? Actually, temperatures make it into the mid to upper 30s tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, once that snow begins to fall, temperatures are going to really drop on off. The wind, gusts to 30 out west right now. It's breezy. The winds will stay like that through the night. So let's take a look at future NEXTGEN Live. What's going to happen with the snow? Overnight tonight, it's pretty quiet. We see some snow in our panhandle. There's 6 o'clock in the morning. Some snow begins to move in out west. And look at 9 o'clock in the morning. Look at all the snow out here. The snow right now will come into the metro area pretty close to noon tomorrow. But up until noon, folks, we got nothing going on. Maybe some sprinkles, a couple of showers, not a big deal. But we start to see the snow ramping up tomorrow afternoon in Oklahoma City through 3 o'clock, through 6 o'clock, and then between 6 and about 8 o'clock, the snow will just basically end in Oklahoma City. It'll be out of here, it'll be long gone, and that'll be it. So for Oklahoma City, our window is about 6 hours of getting some snow. How much snow? This is my own forecast map. Showed this earlier today. Still think in the light blue about 1 inch. There might be a couple of pockets that pick up maybe 2 inches. That includes Oklahoma City. But remember, ground temperatures are fairly warm. Everything will turn white. But as far as the roads getting really bad in Oklahoma City, right now it does not look like that. But where it looks like that, to the west of Oklahoma City, talking about Chickasha, down to Purcell, and then where you see the purple, 3 to 5 inches of snow. Let me show you that bullseye. This is where we've had it all day. Western, southwestern Oklahoma. There's your snow bullseye in the purple, 3 to 5 inches of snow. So you folks in the west, you get a winter storm. Here in Oklahoma City, we get a winter nuisance, okay? That's the way it looks right now. Amounts will change some. So tomorrow morning, out west, slick spots begin to develop. And then it's just going to get real nasty way out west, right? And then that'll spread east and southeast tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Here in Oklahoma City, I think we see some slick spots around tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, some slushy roads and things like that. What about school closings, right? Some delays as we get into Tuesday morning. But tomorrow, I think schools in the west and southwest could let out early or just simply cancel before it's all said and done. Okay, lows tonight in the 20s and 30s, mainly low 30s out there. We're going to have a southeast wind. All right, so no problems there. And then tomorrow morning, here comes the snow, moves in out west here in Oklahoma City before noon. Maybe a few flakes, maybe a few sprinkles in there, but I think it's going to be a noon on deal. And tomorrow afternoon, a 100% chance for snow coming out of the west, moving to the east, some rain in the far east, and it all eventually changes over to mainly snow. And then by tomorrow evening, it's ending in Oklahoma City, still snowing in northern and northeastern Oklahoma, but I think the snow ends early tomorrow evening here in Oklahoma City. Tomorrow afternoon temperatures, low to mid-30s. As the snow falls, temperatures will drop to near freezing. So the slick spots for the metro, again, most likely would be really late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, snow on the grassy areas for sure, snow on about everything, but the roads, slushy and wet here in Oklahoma City. All right, but still some slick spots around. But the worst part of this storm will be in western, southern, and southwestern Oklahoma. Tuesday, Wednesday, here comes the sun. Thursday looks okay. Hey, Friday, Saturday, more cold air, Arctic air, and maybe a few flurries on Saturday. We're tracking it. The Blitz, get ready, is next.